our personal videotaping of this elf session. The last one, actually, we did not press play, so we are here tonight at Mitchell in the Atrium taping for your pleasure. So anyway, this whole elf unit is on Beaks, Feet, and Feathers, and it's part of our adaptations unit this year. And the big idea is that birds have exceptional adaptations that enable them to fly, keep warm, and procure food. So what we recommend is on the outline there are some great opening questions and facts to gain interest, and we just recommend that if you're the person up giving the introduction this time, just go ahead and read them word for word. So they are: what kind of creature has eyes that take up nearly half of its head? What animal uses its tail as a brake rudder, stabilizer, and mate attractor? Who has the warmest, lightest weight body covering of all? Birds, if they haven't figured that out already. There are 9,799 species of birds that have been discovered so far. There are more bird species than there are mammals, amphibian, and reptile species. Birds are remarkable creatures. Some are adapted to fly great distances, and remember the migration unit there. And others are adapted to dive in the ocean, hunt from the air, remember the hunter-hunted unit that we just had, or stay warm in extremely cold weather. The greatest challenge for all birds, however, is to find adequate food to give them energy for these and other demands. Specifically designed beaks, feet, legs, eyes, and wings help them to meet this challenge, and that is what we'll be learning about in this elf session. And if you want to hold up one of the bird samples that we have when you're talking about this, that would be a great idea. Like,
hands down, girls. 2 fingers.
Have, either one of these 2 big samples, that would be awesome. Okay, so then go into why is it important for birds to have adaptations in the first place? If birds did not have specific adaptations, their survival would be reduced. So Guam is the only island in the world without birds on it, and this is because of the introduction of brown snakes in World War II. Because there are no birds on Guam, the insect and spider populations have ballooned out of control. Birds are an important part of the ecosystem, and they need to be protected for that reason. So then there are some other opening questions you can talk about, but because you only have 15 minutes for the intro, you probably are not going to get to those.
Amy, would you talk about a suggested class day since we have 5 centers? And
Sure. Okay, so the suggested class day says on here a 15-minute setup and then a 15-minute introduction, and in this case you're going to want to do only 3 centers for 20 minutes each. And then you want to leave at least 30 to 35 minutes for the conclusion this time because of the owl pellet dissection, and then enough time to clean up and put away the materials. So that is kind of how we're suggesting doing this particular elf unit. And then as part of the introduction, we do have a slideshow, and basically you're going to have to get with your teacher ahead of time, find out what technology they have in the classroom, and most of the teachers have smart boards now, but if they don't, check to see if they have a TV with a DVD player that you could play. You're going to be reading the script. There is a separate script for grades 3 through 6, and then a separate script that's a little easier to understand for grades K through 2. And then there's a DVD in here. The biggest thing is this is our only copy of the DVD, so you want to make sure that you get it out of the DVD player right when you're finished and then put it back in this bin. So, anyway, that's the slideshow. If you are going to use the smartboard, you will need to get with the teacher on how to work that, how to use their laptop, everything like that. And then we also have a puppet show, so it's a big introduction that's probably going to take the full 15 minutes. And Emmy is here to explain the puppet show.
Puppet show features Happy Chickadee, who is learning about the different adaptations that birds have. And he starts out by learning how he can fly away from predators, as opposed to the Martian mouse having to run, and that he's lucky that way. And then his mom tells him to explore, and he meets a duck and a cardinal, each of which have different beaks and different feet, and even different adaptations on their feathers that help them survive in their particular ecosystems. In addition, there's a prop that's Kenny Kestrel, a well-known predator to Cappy Chickadee, and this you can just use the clothespins and attach to the puppet show, which we have mended and repaired, and special thanks to the person that did that. So that's the puppet show. I would also add that today we ran it in 3rd grade, and we did run 4 centers. It normally is at 12:30 to 2:30, and as parents we just showed up 15 minutes early so we could start exactly at 12:30 and had the whole 2 hours. And so that helped us keep the centers smaller and the groups smaller, and still run all 4 centers plus the owl pellet dissection at the end. So I think that's about it for the puppet show.
Thank you.